Hey, Jimmy with Cuff and Stuff. Man, have we got a good one for you today. This is a spiced rum ribs. We're doing baby back ribs. We're mixing up our own glaze using Bumbu spiced rum. Oh man, is this stuff delicious. This is something you gotta try. So, hang tight. Okay, well, what we've got is we've got 3 just normal baby back ribs. Now, I have removed the membrane from the back and I've cleaned them up just a little bit. Nothing major. I'm prettied them up a little bit. The butcher that did these apparently was in a hurry. But anyway, so to start with, for my seasoning, I'm going to use, of course, Uncle Steve's pig powder. This is good stuff. And I'm going to put a nice coat. Let's go the other way. There we go. I don't need to be sparingly with this good stuff. I need to get all these good flavors on here. All right, get the sides good. All right, let's turn them over. Now, I haven't put anything on these as a binder. I really don't need it. I rinse these off, and I do that a lot with pork because sometimes the bandsaw is involved, and you know what that means. You get little chips of bone and whatnot, and I want that washed off. I don't want my folks eating that. So I've got just competition pig powder on the bottom. I don't know how much comes through that side, but I always season it. Now on the top side, I'm going to add another one of Uncle Steve's. This is smoke bomb. I like that on my ribs too. And that, as you can see, my guess is it's got a little more black pepper in it because it's a little darker. But I know it adds that extra pop to these ribs. So here we go. We've got these pretty well covered. And you can't put too much Uncle Steve's shake. I'm sorry. I know it uses up a lot, but hey, the more you use, the better they taste. All right, I'm going to take these 3 and I'm just going to let them hang out here. And what's going to happen as they hang out, this flavor from this shake is going to penetrate down into the meat. And so while I'm out getting the smoker fired up and getting her up to temperature, we'll just let them stew in this flavor. So once we get ready to put them on, I'll bring you back. Okay, well, we've got our smoker where we want it, and I'm going to put the big side over here. And if you see, look how that shake soaked in. The moisture came to the top. This is exactly what I'm looking for. You want to lay these ribs out And I like to stretch them out a little bit if I'm not cramped for room. But how you lay those on the smoker, how they cook, that's how they're going to stay as they do it. So I'm going to get my probe back arranged. I probably am going to put it on the left side because I know it's a little bit hotter than over here with the deflector plate pushing the heat across. But I'm going to put a probe in each one and we're going to keep up with it. And as the cook progresses, I'll bring you back. Okay, well, I'm not going to bore you to death watching me throw all the ingredients. I'm just going to tell you what's in here to start with, okay? So first I started with 2 cups of yellow mustard. All right, you know how us Carolina boys, we love our mustard-based barbecue sauce. All right, to that I'm going to add a half a tablespoon of kosher salt. Next, it's got half a tablespoon of black pepper. I've got half a tablespoon of garlic powder. I've got, and this you leave to your discretion, right now I have half a tablespoon of cayenne pepper. There's 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, and that's there's probably 3 in that, and that's one reason you see it just a little bit darker than the mustard. There is half a cup of apple cider vinegar. You choose your brand. There is a cup of honey in it. That is why this is as thick as it is. And then there's half a cup of brown sugar. And this was the light brown sugar, so that really didn't darken it up. I'm getting this up. The mustard was cold. I didn't think about taking it out of the refrigerator before I did it. But the secret ingredient to this is I'm using Bumbu XO. This is a very good rum. And I'm going to take, this is 25th Division, Schofield Barracks, by the way. I'm going to take and put 1, 2 full shots of this spice rum in this. And so I'm going to take, and I don't want this to boil. If it comes up and it bubbles just a little bit, that's fine. Then turn the heat back down. But I want to mix this in. This is going to be a glaze. Now, in case I went too fast, I'm going to put all these ingredients in the description down below, so you can try it. I have made this glaze before, and it is really good with these ribs. So there you have it. That is the secret to the spiced rum ribs. Okay, well, we are in the 160-ish range, and so I want to check it. I'm starting to get just a little pullback on these. So let me see. Yeah, the bark is set good. So let's take these off. I'm going to take them over to the table and wrap them, and then I'm going to bring them back and put them back on. Okay, well, these should be getting about ready. You see, I put some corn on the cob in the husk on here with them. Let them cook. But let's take the probes out. and unwrap these boys. This is where I'm going to take this glaze, and I know I hadn't mentioned that. That's some of the trimmings. I don't even waste that. But I'm going to glaze this. Now this glaze is hot. You saw me make it. And see, it just makes a sheen over the top of it. And I'm going to do more than one coat like this, but for now I'm going to put this on and let it set. And you see, it's taking a lot of this glaze just to coat these 3 ribs. That was a little guesswork on my part, but looks like I'm going to have guessed just about right. Right. Oh man, that glaze is delicious. All right. Well, I'm going to let that set. You see, I've taken the probes out. I don't need them. I'm going to watch them. And from here, we'll see. I'll bring it back. Okay. Well, we've let the glaze sit. We've taken them off. See the pull back? Oh my goodness. Good stuff. Now, as usual, the work's done. The food's ready. And guess who's shown up? They heard ribs. So I'm gonna get this one cut up. All right, boys. Done on the big smoker. This is spiced rum ribs done with bumbu. But guess what? I'm gonna beat them to the first punch. I'm gonna get me one. All right, grab a rib, boys. Be shy. Look at the smoke. All right, go for it. Good clean bite. Tender as it can be. This has a sweet but a spicy kick to it too. It's not overpowering, but it's enough that it's in there. Good stuff. You can see the smoke. So,
oh yeah, that'll do.
That'll do. Okay. Well, here we are again. If you hadn't already, hit this circle on this side. We'll have another video for you over here. Blister approved. So, hang tight.